name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have y'all back here together again. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing the second episode of Moon Knight that was released this past Wednesday. Well, technically it's Wednesday now, but by the time you're watching this, it's Friday at 4:30 or 4:35 or something. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started reviewing this episode. So for me, I guess you could say that the thing I liked about this episode is I actually thought it was a better episode than last week's episode. Where it was, to me, last week's episode was just so confusing and what is going on here. This episode, I feel like, explains it. I'm not exactly sure if it explains it, but I feel like what Mark Spector says, I feel like it makes a lot more sense, and it kind of is getting me excited for the rest of the show. Along those same lines, I think, and also introducing the Layla character, finally seeing her, and she's a nice addition to the stuff with Mark and stuff. And also, I think that this episode was a little bit, because I understood a little bit more, I actually enjoyed most of the aspects of this episode. Like, I actually enjoyed Arthur as this character, where he was kind of like manipulating, Steven. Along those same lines, I think it's also a pretty funny episode. Like, it's probably funnier than last episode, where when Steven puts on the Mr. Knight suit and he's like, "What the hell are we wearing? Like, we're supposed to be wearing the Knight suit from Khonshu's temple, not Psycho Colonel Sanders." Like, that was like the funniest joke of the entire episode. And there are some cool action sequences. Like, you get to see Layla, bash some heads in the wall. You get to see Steven punch a monster. And so there are some pretty cool fun action, but there's not a lot of it though. There's still not a lot of it like you've seen in the trailers, which is probably setting up for big action sequences like we've seen Oscar Isaac do in the past couple weeks. With that said, let's just move on to the bad now. And for me, the problem with this episode is that I guess the only problem with well, there's really just two. I'm not sure exactly if I'm gonna be the biggest fan of Mark Spector taking over Steven Grant's body and just leaving Steven Grant. Like, that part where he smashes the glass, and I'm guessing that Steven Grant was put in the glass, and Mark Spector is now in Steven Grant's body, taking over control now. I'm not exactly sure what that means. And then, like, he goes into an apartment, and then they show this world, and I'm like, what is going on here? So those are really the only problems I have with this episode. So overall, I actually like this episode a lot more. So that's my review for episode 2 of Moon Knight. Before I give my final score, be sure to comment down below what were your thoughts on this episode. Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Right in between? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section below. With that said, let's get all my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores, but we're not done here yet. We have one more thing to do before we end this video, and that's to see, talk about some theories that I have for the rest of this show. And honestly, it's not really much, but I feel like that it's just gonna be this, he's basically gonna screw things up, and he's gonna realize that Mark Spector and Steven Grant are gonna have to be one. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's going to be a lot like Venom. And I'm not really excited for that, but we'll see how it goes. So that's all my theories. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff is in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.